Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Let's continue in this Anthony Denisha storyline. Boy, they know they got us on overload with them. When Anthony reminds Denisha how he really feels about her. Here we go.
Hey, Denisha.
Yeah?
I want you to know I'm not playing about you.
I'm not playing about you. See, there he go with I'm not playing about you.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, my God.
I don't want you to think that I'm wasting your time. Everything that I'm doing is intentional.
Okay. Whatever you say.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I don't want you to think that this is just some BS rendezvous or something like that. I'm interested in you. I'm interested in getting to know you. I'm interested in possibly getting to love you. I don't want you to think that I'm just one of these guys out here.
Anthony, and I explained it. I'm not gonna get into it again, but I explained it yesterday. I think in 2 of my reviews, the healing that and therapy that Anthony should have gotten that he never did. When he had the conversation with Angelina, she's saying that your mom will be proud of you. You know, talking about her, it got him a little choked up. I think not only the loss of his mom when he needed her, probably much younger than I don't know the exact age when he lost her. But dad not being there, like I guess dad just wasn't there for him. That's a sense of abandonment, and he really needs someone there. He is so in need of love. He thought he found that in Amber. That wasn't the case. I think that's why it really took a toll on him that she did that to him. With Wayne, it runs deeper than she don't even know. This is something that Anthony hasn't talked to anyone about. I don't even know if Piari knows, if Dalen knows. These are feelings that he has harbored internally forever, and he's never talked about it. But it's coming out. The problems that he has to face within himself is coming out in how he poorly manages his relationships. And even though he wants to be loved so bad, he wants to love. The minute you betray that, then it's like I have to find it somewhere else. His empowerment, his feeling worthy is all in his money and his status and what he has. That's why that house means a lot. It's almost like showing his dad, ha ha, you wasn't there for me, but guess what? I made something of myself anyway. That gives him his value. He doesn't realize it's all about your character. Not saying he's trying to have a bad character, but he's mismanaging women and handling women wrong in moments of disappointment and moments of feeling neglected, hurt. It did something to him that has never gone away when he found out the betrayal of Amber with Wayne. That pushed him further into Shayla's arms. That really made him like, why do I want to deal with somebody that would do me or reject me in the same way as his father probably did? And so that's how Anthony feels. He talked about his dad wasn't there. He was happy he had his mom to do things with him, but then when she gone, it was like, oh my God, now he's alone. Anthony really doesn't have anyone else outside of Ben, and Amber at the time. Then now Shayla, that connection he wants to. That's why he'll always be there for Shayla because of Kai. Now he feels that, oh, that's somebody who will permanently and forever and always have my back. Todd because of because of Kai, his son. So that's what this is. And now he's, he got rejected by Shayla, who's involved with someone. Now, Amber, so he has to meet that need. And so it's on to the next.
It's after one thing. To me, that's only the bonus. I'm not playing any games about you. I hope you understand.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
You hear me, but what do you think about that?
Let's just say I'm listening.
You listening.
That's all she can tell you right now.
But, but what is it that you feel? What are you feeling right now in this moment?
Oh my God. Too soon, Anthony. Too soon.
That I had a great day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to see what happens.
I respect that.
So now he feel he got a chance.
I just gotta let you know that my intentions are pure.
Mm-hmm.
I understand with everything that you got going on with work and your son that you don't have time to play games. And neither do I. So I just had to let you know that.
I'm trying to look at Anthony different besides, being the clown and the snake that I always say he is. But there's a reason for everything why a person is the way they is. They don't start off being just nasty, evil people. I don't think we as a people are like that. We were made that way from those who have captured us, watching them, taking on their ways. It brought us over here on these shores of America. And a lot of who we are and how God made us, the essence of who we are, got lost along the way. And this is something that especially when it comes to Black people, we have so much trauma. There's still PTSD generationally from our history of what we've been through. You think that has what our ancestors went through didn't go through the wombs and carried on in the blood of our ancestors all the way to present time? That trauma still does not exist throughout our lineage. It's a lot to unpack. Then as we live in our individual lives, we have to deal with what we've experienced and what we've been through, and that's just more trauma on top of more trauma. We've been through a lot as a people, and a lot of times in our families, because we're broken or didn't know or didn't have anyone to show us the way, and throughout the generations a lot of unhealthy cycles have been repeated. And I think these individuals and these skits are all, all have a story to tell and all have a history as to why they are and do the things that they do in the characters that we see today. And then sometimes you have to, instead of spending a whole lot of time, being angry or upset and, damn near hating these people, gotta dig a little deeper and try to gain an understanding as to why they are the way they are. And sometimes in their own minds, and think about us personally, we think that we are right. Nobody can tell us about a situation that we've experienced, and how we go about doing things personally is we're right. That's why I said when we agree to disagree, and here on my platform we share opinions. A lot of times it's from our own perspective and experience why we give the opinions that we do. So that's why we can't judge each other, because this is what we know, and all you could do is try to respect another person's point of view and try to think about that and step into their shoes and try to see it from another perspective. And this is how we grow. We can't be so stuck in our way or the highway. We don't evolve like that. So yeah, Anthony has some stuff, and deep down inside, I think he wants to do right by Denisha. He feels he won't play with her, but at the same token, he needs to realize, in order to try to make this better, stop old habits. We get caught up in doing the same thing all the time, and that we trying to do what right, but really we don't understand that we're doing wrong. Close that chapter, Anthony. Close that chapter, Amber, before you open another and get other people hurt, and also do a disservice to yourself.
Okay, Anthony.
You almost ready?
If you give me a little second.
Just like
I will
Denisha,
be.
she went through stuff in her life, and she gonna repeat the
Alright.
same patterns of
I'll be
men
waiting
who
for you.
probably been in bad
As long as it
situations.
takes.
But as long as they flash some money or do something nice for her, she'll see that as a way of love and how it makes her feel good and makes her feel valued. Same thing, same situation, just not a street dude, but a businessman. But the fact that and a lot of these street dudes have multiple women and these sisters tolerate it. But it's because of what he gives her. So this is just same thing. The hustle that her and Mo had dealing with certain men to get certain things from them. She has to learn to change her habits too. It's familiar, but it's just a whole different body, different game. Well, same game, just different person in a different way.
As long as it takes.
So, yeah, it's something. The thing is, a lot of these characters don't take the time to learn before they keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And it's going to take something really bad and earth shaking and life threatening, like with many of us in our lives, to finally wake us up. Sometimes why should you have to go through all that before you open up your mind to listen and learn and just do better? All right, let me know what y'all think about this. He ain't playing with her, so he say. But Anthony, if you don't straighten up and fly right, you gonna hurt her, and you gonna play with her. And it is what it is. Stop the old habits. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, fam. Let me know what you think. Peace, and we out.